Okay. Alright. This is it. Let's just look at the prologue, reap the rewards of our stuff. And, well, I guess my overall thoughts, I suppose. Hmm. But, yeah. Yay. I was planning to try and finish it last night, but I guess I just got too tired. Darn shame, too. I think maybe if it wasn't for the Elizabeth fight, we would have actually done it, but I was gonna end it that session, so I figured I might as well go for it. Never in my minds did I imagine that, what happened would have happened, where, Elizabeth just kinda destroyed me. I almost want to just try to redo that fight, to see if I can pull off the hot 4-turn, 6-turn skip kill, where you somehow skip Diorahan by triggering her anger mode. But that also involves fusing a persona with magic mastery, and that's just kinda awful. We'll save Aki for last. Challenging Elizabeth was, okay, to be fair, I think if this was OGP3, I'd be stuck a lot longer. Because I'll be real with you, P3R combat is kinda easy until her. But mostly because she has so many one-hit KO traps and rules that you have to either follow or you deliberately break the rule at a time to circumvent one of her other rules and then take the kill a lot sooner than you really should. So, yeah, it's basically okay. I'm gonna probably be a bit off base here, but it's like the lighter form of the Demi-Fiend fight from Digital Devil Saga. Because in Digital Devil Saga, you have to follow the Demi-Fiend's weird gimmicks and sleep yourself at the right turn count to dodge his to guarantee dodge his Gaia Rage, or else you straight up lose. And even then, you have to deal with the multitudes of Mamu Dunes from that elephant, and yeah. So I know you have to eat one Megidolan, I think, either way, but you can skip one of the Megidolans. But from what I've seen, if you do it correctly, you can apparently skip the Diorahan completely and just straight up kill her. But it also requires a weird damage calculator to the point where you have to hit Elizabeth hard enough. Well, actually, it's from what I've seen from the 4-turn kill, it's basically like this. You have to have a persona with high counter / repel fizz right when she does the charge, because that's when she'll follow up with a God's Hand. But you'll reflect the God's Hand back at her for about 1.2k, and by that point, I think you should do enough damage to trigger. Well, you'll trigger a Megidolan counter, which bypasses the which bypasses Diorahan, and then you should be able to finish her with Armageddon. Yeah. I think I could, if I had more time, I would probably attempt the 4-turn kill. Because it is possible. It just also involves DLC personas. You can do a 5-turn kill without DLC personas, but yeah, I think that's like the fastest I've seen Elizabeth die on Merciless. I'm not sure how the other Velvet attendants fight, but I get the feeling Elizabeth's probably the hardest out of the Velvet attendants. Maybe Margaret was hard. I've never actually fought her. And with number 5 Royal, I'm gonna be real. I'll probably just Izanagi no Okami or some other disgustingly cheese build. Alright, anyway. We're supposed to be wrapping up an epilogue today. I wanted to finish yesterday night, but it's like, if I pushed it any further, I'd be 4 a.m. in the morning.
Anyway, you've been different lately, Miss Toriyumi. You're looking more and more like a professional. Your lesson the other day really caught my eye. It seemed like you spent a lot of time preparing it. I've never seen you so passionate about teaching before. It's unparalleled.
Unparalleled? Well, yes, I have been studying while making preparations lately. Things like how to best communicate the lessons I'm looking to teach. I guess it does seem kind of out of the blue, huh? The thing is, I've decided to stop wasting my time only looking at what's right in front of me.
How wonderful! I'm impressed by your change of heart. What brought this on?
Well, when I was just goofing off one weekend, I met someone. After that, I took a closer look at my life. That person... Wait, they were real, right? They had to be.
Ah, yes, I understand. I myself once had a similar epiphany. Now that I think about it, I met my darling husband thanks to a destiny called fate.
Destiny called fate? Isn't that a bit redundant? Besides, you should be careful what you say to a single woman. Anyway,
so Margaret's
if you'll
the
excuse
easy
me.
one. Oh, wait. Right. Would you count Jose as a Velvet-esque attendant? I know he's got a fight. I also don't know if you can actually do these fights on New Game. Because if it involves New Game Plus, I would honestly rather not. For the sake of streams, of course, because I'd rather just play these once. I have too much on the logs. There's too many things I want to explore to get hanged up on a super boss or do a whole game over just to fight said super boss. Oh no!
Oh, is everything okay? Do you need something? You don't look well. Maybe you should go to the nurses. Wait, you dropped something. What? Huh? This phone wallpaper...
Now, mister. No cell phones at school. That screen. I read downward. Love you. My! What a charming confession of love. Did you
Less
make
than
this?
5 turns, oh my. It's from my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend? Never mind that. What's going on? Why do you have this screen cap? Oh, don't tell me you got it online. The only ones who were on that server were... No, it couldn't be. There's no way. Are you kidding? No!
Wow, way to fall in love with the pro tag there.
Calm down, Miss Toriyumi. Help! Someone call a doctor.
Don't tell me. You're Tatsuya? Said all
Wowee!
that to
This
you?
is definitely much more awkward with voice acting.
Oh, no. leaving. I'm never coming back. Oh, I can't live with this. Just kill me now.
Okay, I guess... Alright, since I'm in 3 and not 5, and I'll be honest, I think the only plot that I might get mad if people spoil is Trails, and even then I wouldn't get that mad, because it's like... It's whatever. But, I will have to wonder, could Yaldabeth actually beat Elizabeth? If Elizabeth was still the Velvet Attendant in 5, would she get screwed over? Or would she put up a much better fight? I get the feeling she would put up a better fight, but... This is also the same woman who just one-shots Erebus in Arena, so it's like, I wonder if Lavenza was just kind of a downgrade. Because it's like, man, I did not imagine a Velvet Attendant would actually get their ass whooped. It's like, these guys are the super bosses. It's like watching Demi-Fiend get jobbed in some fucking random schmuck SMT. Like, it's like, what? Huh? I thought these guys are strong in lore. But anyways, back to this.
I'm Maya. I'm Maya. It's me, damn it. You got a problem with that? Why don't you say something? Jeez, you idiot. This is so embarrassing. Ugh. But there was one thing I wanted to say. If we ever met face to face. I was able to turn my life around thanks to you. So, thank you.
Ah.
Wipe that smile off your face, or I'll wipe it off for you with my fists. Anyway, if you don't mind. If you don't mind.
Oh
Maybe
my!
we could have dinner? Go to hell with this!
The only time I've seen this story work out was in Chobits. There's probably some other decent teacher-student stories, but it's like, in terms of maturity and progression, I think that was probably my best one. Or the best example I've seen. And I can't believe I'm citing fucking Chobits. It's like, you would not expect the Souls, Ace Combat, Persona, Trails, whatever guy to... Oh, and Manhunt. I guess I can't forget about all the Manhunt and GTAs. It's like, I am comically edgy, or at least I guess I portray myself to be comically edgy at this point. Also, slightly grumpy old man, but, well, I guess I'm not that old yet.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, wow, another Chobits watch. I don't know, there was something about that anime. Like, I don't normally like cute animes, but that one was strangely good.
You don't look so good. Is the weather getting to you? It's been getting warmer. It's already March. There's something I wanted to tell you. Well, we're in the same grade, so I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to talk. Even so, I wanted to say this while we're both still on the student council. I'm going to quit.
Oh my.
Well, this semester is just about wrapping up. All this means is I'm not going to apply next year. That cigarette business gave me a lot to think about. This may sound odd, but do you think this country is headed in the right direction? I see. Me neither. Up until January, there was a sinister cult growing in popularity. A society without a future. For many people out there, that's the reality. I was thinking how we could change that, and what it would take to change society.
But yeah, Chobits in general, I thought it was pretty good. It's like, it really does fascinate me why a lot of things revolving around robots and AIs, it either goes the way of Terminator, or it ends up being heartwarming, where you just more or less end up creating a more metal human. It's like, I don't know, that fascinating idea of a human heart being so infectious that even things that aren't supposed to have these qualities end up having them is... I don't know. I'd have to wonder, what if one day robots advance so far that we create X and Zeros and Iguses that legitimately do have the ability to grow and care about humans and others? Well, that or we build dictator robots like Sigma, which is probably the more likely reality, sadly.
My answer to that used to be reform by those in power. I thought that was the only way. But starting a revolution just because you have the power to do so creates more problems. That's what the cigarette incident taught me. I realized how naive I had been. And it helped me arrive at a different answer. I think the best thing for society is education. Every last individual that makes up our society should have a right to education of heart and mind. I really believe that's what we need the most. And so, I'm thinking of becoming a teacher. A society is shaped by its people. Every person I help grow helps society grow by extension. You're not going to laugh and tell me I'm dreaming?
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that to
I see.
anyone outside of this
I
either.
plan to do my best.
Like, being a teacher is a rough path, I'd say. But it certainly is rewarding when it's like, when you've impacted someone so much that you more or less become a secondary parent or something like that. I don't know, maybe that's just me thinking about it. Because I've had some teachers that I remember. I mean, I can't publicly say it, but... yeah, they really are underpaid. But they influence quite a lot. Like, depending on the kind of teacher you get when you're growing up, it may very well skew your view of life to certain directions. It's a scary thought, I'd have to say.
That's all I wanted to tell you. That, and to say thanks. This was all because of you, so thank you. By the way, no one even talks about the cigarette incident anymore. For everyone except me, it was a minor, easily forgotten incident. But I don't think I'll ever forget it. And I won't forget you either, of course. Thanks again.
You know, seeing these conclusions voiced out, and really pushing for it just to get the final social links, this weirdly feels rewarding. Then again, I can't say I really felt much at the end for my social links in FES. I mostly just cared about the main party. And even then, I don't know. I think the emotional writing in Reload is actually better. Call it blasphemous here. I know it's more cheerful and kinda perky compared to, OG Fest, but I don't know. Yeah, the last social link on... what a rush. Okay, I think to be fair to me, I went into this game blind. I did not know what the fuck I was doing. And thank heck the dating site thing existed, where you could pull off a Persona 5 and just do basically the fortune teller in 5 to get links to level up instantly. Because otherwise I'd be super screwed. And I still think I fucked up on a few of these, because I remember doing the old couple and Suimitsu on days where the school social links were up, or I just didn't manage the school social links well enough. What a fucking disaster. All that so I could get Orpheus Telos, get stuck fighting Elizabeth, before I realized, you know, with this theurgy boost, I could just wait for 3 super attacks instead of worrying about my damage. Because I know if I swap to Charged Cendrillon with Scarlet Havoc 9 out of 10 times, I will do 7k plus and push the fight a lot further than I normally will. Man, yesterday was such a clusterfuck. Although it did feel rewarding at the end, seeing Junpei and Akihiko take out, like, half of the phases. Like, damn. Especially Junpei, what the fuck? The guy is just too good in this version. He was so dog shit in Fess.
Are you okay? You don't look well. I hope it's not anemia. Should we get you to the nurse's office?
I will say though, I hope that full voice acting is a standard for Persona going forwards. It really adds a lot.
Though, actually, that might be a bit hard for me. I guess I'll just tell you. So, I took the exam for the medical school I was hoping to go to, and I failed.
Oh
I guess this is my first real failure in life.
no! Keisuke, no!
So, starting in the spring, I'll be a student in training. I'll have to keep studying hard every day. I don't think I did badly, but exams tend to have a luck factor to them too. The old me would have just given up. I don't exactly have the strongest willpower, but now it's a different story. I want to be a doctor and save as many lives as I can. I want to protect the people I love. There are a lot of different ways I can accomplish that, and the way I want to do it is through the power of healing. So from now on, I won't lose focus. Next year, I'm going to try again, and I'll pass with flying colors. Thank you. I think it was because of your help that I've changed so much. I'll be graduating a year earlier than you, but I won't forget about you.
I will say, maybe the closeness is a little more exciting than P5's, where I have a month, I'm basically kind of bored. I just killed Shido, and there's, like, nothing to do. Except to, yeah. I don't know. Man. Wait, did I have Ice Amp and Ice, I want to see if I did have Ice Amp, Ice. Oh wait, wow, I have Repel I could have actually tried this strategy. God damn it. Well. Maybe it's for the better if I... Maybe it was for the best that I beat Elizabeth the way I did. Even if it was still DLC Persona carry.
Really, thank you. When I'm a doctor, I'll give you free checkups, okay? Until then, promise you'll look after your health. You're not looking great now, to be honest. Just take care of yourself, okay?
Man, hearing these voice... I played FES, I really wish I was a first-time player, but I think if I was a first-time player, I would definitely not attempt the dumb bullshit that I attempted.
Dude, are you good? You look kind of tired. Go home and get some rest, man. Good health is the most important part of training. We're still signed up for the spring tournament. If you slack off, I'm gonna leave you in the dust. Man, I had everyone worried sick. Well, the Miyamoto family has a saying for times like these. Nothing repays a debt better than hard work. Just you watch. Next run I do is gonna be a record breaker.
But, yeah, I don't know. I really would prefer it if long JRPGs had voice acting on all the scripts. Except, the problem is it's probably not possible without a big budget. And I know it's definitely not possible without a big budget. Otherwise, it's like, in my dream world, all of the Trails games would have voice acting for every line. Except that's too many lines because it's Trails. It's the size of fucking Lords of the Ring for JRPG. That's too much script to pay actors to read for most companies. Atlas is probably the only one that could afford this kind of thing. Because I know for a fact Falcom definitely can't, which really sucks because I like their scripts. It's just that sometimes it's half voice acted and half not. But, well, that's me going on about Trails. This is Persona. Square Enix. Oh yeah, no, they definitely could. They definitely could. Not that I've ever played a Final... Okay, that's a lie. I have played a Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise, which might not actually count as a real Final Fantasy. Alright, let's talk to Akihiko.
Hey, it's quite rare for us to bump into each other here, isn't it? Nothing much. Just felt like looking around the school.
Man. Akihiko the GOAT. Both games. This man's just too good.
After all, this is my last day here.
Seriously though, buff amp is absolutely ridiculous for a characteristic. And unlike Junpei, it works all the time. So it's like, no matter what attacker you pick, you never go wrong with Akihiko. This man is just too good.
The days flew by in the blink of an eye. But at the same time, it felt like this year would last for an eternity.
Like, let's see.
I've dedicated all 3 years of high school to boxing, and nothing else. Was there really nothing else? Never mind. It's nothing.
Oh no! Don't tell me you forgot your sister. Not like this.
I guess hanging out with everyone at the dorm counts as something. We even made pancakes together.
Oh, he remembers that at least.
We had some good times. If we hadn't lived in the same dorm, we might have never met each other. It's hard to imagine. I'll be leaving the dorm soon, but that doesn't change the fact that I'll always be your senpai. If you ever run into trouble, you can tag me in. Whatever happens, I'm on your side. Do you remember Shinji? I mean Aragaki. Shinji was supposed to graduate with me.
Damn.
I still can't believe that he was dragged into that incident.
Wait, Akihiko remembers a fair bit about the Dark Hour. Interesting. Well, I guess he and Mitsuru probably would. But yeah, I'm thinking about jumping into FF after I've gotten all caught up on the Trails in the Trails series. Because I have one more game to go out of, like, 12 games. It's been a long saga. I know I talk about Trails a lot. I can't help it. But I think unlike a certain ghost I know, at least I've tried everything else under the sun.
What's the matter? Are you tired? Try not to overdo it. If you don't mind, could we go somewhere for a little chat?
Oh, why don't the boys get these? Why is it the girls? I mean, I'm not complaining, but come on, man, you made Link episodes.
I have some business to take care of later on, but I'd like to talk with you until then. Thank you. In that case, why don't we go to the student council room? I'd like to see it one last time. This room feels so nostalgic, even though the entrance exams have only kept me away for a short while. The results haven't been posted yet, but I'm fairly confident that I passed. If that's the case, then this spring, I'll formally become a college student.
Oh good, you actually know Trails. I don't sound like a fucking alien. Thank God. But, yeah. Boy, Trails is a whole different discussion, but we're in Persona. As much as I would love to talk trails, maybe I should really just do a chat stream talking about all the RPGs I've played, however short the damn list is.
And that means I'll no longer be seeing this view. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to spare today. The company heads are conducting a briefing. The Kirijo group may appear strong, but it's actually rather frail. It could collapse at any time. I have to keep it together. Of course. In fact, there's something that only you can do. Who else is going to help me clear my head when I need a change of pace? It's thanks to you that I learned to feel comfortable in my own skin, beyond my identity as a Kirijo. Before long, I'll be taking my leave from the dorm as well. I've begun packing up my things, but I haven't made significant progress. My books, my clothes, my photos. Every one of them brings back memories. It's been a short but eventful 3 years. It all went by so fast, especially the year that you came. It's hard to believe I've begun to feel like an ordinary high school student. I never knew I had these emotions, just waiting to be given permission to be felt. I wonder what would have become of me if you hadn't transferred to this school. If I hadn't met you, I might never have realized what was truly important to me. Or would I have gotten on my motorcycle and left it all behind? Fate is a mysterious thing. Well, there's no point in dwelling on the past. There are things that need to be done. For the future of the Kirijo group, as well as my own. Even if I lose my way again someday. It doesn't matter. I know things will work out. I won't have to face it alone. You're the one who taught me that. All right, it's almost time. I must be on my way. Perhaps we could find some time to relax together on a weekend. I found a nice crepe shop that I'd like to try. It's a bit far, though. You'd better get your motorcycle license
Wait,
soon.
how did she pronounce this?
Perhaps we could find some time to relax together on a weekend. I found a nice crepe shop.
Crepe shop. I thought it was pronounced crepe. Or crepes. Not... how should she say it again? One more time.
Perhaps we could find some time to relax together on a weekend. I found a nice crepe shop that I'd like to try.
Crepe shop.
Just imagine hitting the road on our motorcycles together. I look forward to it.
I will say,
Well,
though,
we'll see.
it's a nice
Now
callback
then,
to
if you'll
the
excuse
P3 movies. Because those were really good. Like, damn. The P3 movies, for a short, condensed version of P3, they are definitely one way to experience it. And I think that it adds a few scenes, too, that I think some of Reload's scripts probably slightly inspired by the movie, as far as I feel.
Oh, Senpai. I'm glad I found you. It was kind of nerve-wracking to come to the high school campus all by myself. Anyway, I'm here to drop off something Sonata-san forgot. He's usually so put together, but sometimes you can be just a little scatterbrained. Oh. Speaking of forgetfulness, do you remember someone named Aragaki-san? He was at the dorm for a little while. I didn't really talk with him all that much. But whenever he crosses my mind, I feel this ache in my chest. And unbearably sad. It's as if I've forgotten something important. Though, I'm not sure what. I get the feeling that there was something I had to do. I just don't know what it is or why I feel this way. Oh, sorry about that. You're really easy to talk to, so I kept going on and on. I appreciate that you always listen to what I have to say, though, Senpai. You even went with me to buy tea, and you don't treat me like I'm just a little kid. So, thanks for everything.
I will say, most of the kids' social links in Persona honestly tend to be pretty good. Well written, too. Or so I'd say.
Still just a kid, aren't I? I wish there was a way for me to grow up more quickly. No matter how grown up I try to act, people still end up protecting me. There's always someone sheltering me. I wonder if I'll ever be strong enough to protect someone else instead.
Darn. I think I did all of the talks at the school. There's like nothing else now. Let's go to Polonia Mall. Wait, I have an idea. Can I go see Elizabeth? No, it's not there anymore. I'm so sad. I wanted to see her one more time. Damn it.
Welcome.
Oh no! I think everyone else is forgetting about the dark times.
Aren't you the boy who used to talk to the monk upstairs? He actually called here trying to reach you. Seems like he was wondering how you were doing. Come to think of it, I think he left a message for you.
Well, with your victory, you can now go to bed at a normal hour. Well, I guess to be fair, I wanted to go to bed after the ending, but... well, I guess this is fine too. I was really forcing myself to go through with everything after Elizabeth, since I got so sidetracked trying to beat a super boss. Oh, right, I guess speaking of super bosses, I did mention Trails in the Sky. I should clarify, Trails in the Sky, SC had a... okay, there's only 2 Trails games that have pushed me as far as Elizabeth, where I have had to employ ridiculous cheeses and bizarre strategies to win. I took 5 hours on a final fight in Trails in the Sky SC because the boss is ridiculously hard on Nightmare. Where it's like, imagine if Elizabeth started off with Megidolan. Yeah, you can see where or how badly this is gonna go. But imagine if she had 5 cronies. That also hit stupidly hard. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. Yeah. That's such a downer. I want to say, if you have a PC that can run, you should be able to play the Sky Trilogy just fine. They are low graphics required games. So, I remember running it on my 2012 Potato laptop, and it ran at a decently smooth, like, 45 frames. And that's how low the tech you would need to play the Sky Trilogy. So, I think if you do have that, I'd say go for it, but otherwise, well, I really do hope they make a remake of that someday. But yeah, the Sky Trilogy bosses, dear fuck. Especially the freaking second game. Now, the Crossbell Trilogy, if you do Azure on Nightmare, at the very end, there is also a boss that is Elizabeth levels of ridiculous. And also actively goes out of its way to null all of your cheeses. Yeah. Needless to say, this is probably like the 3rd hardest. Maybe, no, not Aryan Road. Aryan Road is actually easy. Oh, no. I'm talking about the final boss. Dear God, that thing is ridiculous. Well, I guess if you actually know how the mechanics work, then it's less ridiculous, but for me, I kind of forgot how it actually worked. And I also underestimated what Nightmare would do to the stats, so, needless to say, 5 hours later. So yeah, I think Elizabeth's probably the only other one that has given me this crazy of a challenge. I mean, I don't think SMT3, I played on normal, So if I played it on hard, maybe some of these would be more challenging than I would have realized. I remember beating Matador and just being kind of disappointed. You know, I was gonna attempt Reverie's Abyss on new game, like an insane person, but I'd have to wonder if that's actually a good idea. I've seen people do it, but it's like, holy shit. This is probably not a good idea. Then again, neither was beating Elizabeth without knowing what to do and just winging it with supers at the end. Anyways, back to this.
Hey, don't give me that look. Just hang on a sec. Ah, found it. Here you go. I actually wrote it all down. Didn't think I had it in me, did you? Let's see. Oh man, the handwriting is awful. Who the hell wrote this?
I found my wife and son. My son's still a good-for-nothing punk, and my wife is frigid as usual. She's like an old witch. What do you want? I'm on the phone. Hey, don't write this down, all right? Lots happened, but I apologized 1,000 times, and I worked to make things right. I guess you could say we fell in love all over again. I realized, instead of holding on to my pride, I needed to just suck it up and apologize. And it's all thanks to you. Well, you take care, kid. It's meant to be. We'll see each other again.
That's the gist of it. I'm pretty sure I got everything he said. Oh, and don't bother asking for a number. He didn't say. But like he said, you'll see him again if it's meant to be. Don't they say, like, fate lies in God's hands or something? Oh, wait, that'd be Buddha for the monk, huh? Anyways, that's that. If fate does bring you two back together, why don't you come party over here again? The monk left you a bottle tag, didn't he? Yeah, I'd give you the bottle, but how many years will it be until you're old enough to drink? Well, I'll save it specially for you. Until then, make sure you stick to soft drinks. I'll see you around.
Man, this voice acting is not making going through this easier. There's one I want to see, but I'll save it for later. Let's go talk to Koromaru. Yeah, God's hand on the Reaper. Man, I saw Aki do fucking 8K God hand. That was so dumb. There's a lot of best games ever made. I mean, heck, one of my viewers said Planescape Torment was one of the best games ever made. I like the story, but I'm not sure about Planescape as an actual game. Likewise, P3R has its flaws, but for me, I think overall the game triumphs over the flaws. With all the added stuff and context. Koro! I probably look like a mess. I remember they used to use a real dog for Koro. Now they're using a voice actor, and I'm like, is a guy in the recording booth really? Did a guy in a recording booth really fucking do these voices? But, well, anyways. Yeah, a lot of games have flaws. I think for me, I don't know what my best game would be, really. It's kinda hard to decide, since I've played through maybe too many at this point. And it's not just JRPGs, holy shit. I'm all over the place. I think if you counted both turn-based and action in one category, my favorite, like, I would probably come back to this, might be Ys 8. If you were to bind turn-based and action JRPG in one go, my favorite would probably be Ys 8. But otherwise, if we were to say turn-based, oh man, I'd have a hard time pinning down my favorite turn-based. I'd have to limit Trails to like one game, because it's a bit too unfair. So, I guess if I had to pick, like, two, it probably would just be Persona 3R and, I don't know. Maybe, like, I know I like Trails in the Sky third. There's also SC, but at the same time, I also liked Azure, so out of the Trails games, I wouldn't know what to pick. Aww. Feels bad, we're lying to the dog. We're not fine. I mean, I guess to be fair, if you paid attention to the Great Seal, you already know where this is going.
I heard he had a hand in the hidden menu at Hagakure as well.
Oh, yes. I've heard the same story. They say he tried a bite of some dish.
Did I ever play Shining Resonance? Oh, right, about the Shining series. My only contact with that series was... I had a friend who owned a figurine of Velvet from Shining. It was like this pirate girl that was like half, well, I don't want to say half naked, but, well, you know the look. Basically only no shirts. I never did figure which game that was from, though. But, yeah. Let's see. Out of the turn-based stuff, I've played Chrono Trigger. I've played Live A Live, well, twice. The OG fan-translated 18-bit version and the newly upscaled one.
Then he said it could use some fish flakes. So they put some in, and sure enough, it was delicious. Now it's an item on our hidden menu. I'm a big fan of it myself. I had him come up with some ideas for Wakatsu, too.
Yes, he's the one. Suemitsu-kun put our coffee on the map, too. Sure, his appearance and behavior are, how should I say this, eccentric? But he knows everything about food, and his palate is refined. He's in a league of his own among gourmands. There's not a restaurateur around here who doesn't know him.
Is he that famous? So when you heard he was planning to leave to tour the country...
But yeah, there's a lot in JRPG I could still explore. Because other than JRPGs, I'm gonna be real. If you see through my channel, I am all over the goddamn wazoo. I think I am, at least to me, I have quite honestly some of the strangest collection of tastes.
I was shocked and disappointed, of course, but I'm glad to hear he's doing well for himself. I hear he's got a book coming out. It's very exciting. Even when he's far away, I can still feel him. Wait, don't run that.
Are the rumors about a King Suemitsu statue being built in this shopping district true?
Man, I can't believe it. Suemitsu had such a janky and slightly pathetic social link, but the guy wins big time in the epilogue. What is this parody?
Oh, yes. I can't wait. I'll be rubbing it every day for good luck.
Oh, are you a student from the area? Do you mind if we get a few words from you? Are you familiar with a high school student known as the Gourmet King?
Let's lie.
But I'd heard he wasn't interested in anything except food.
I mean, I do think the protag does genuinely try to be a friend to Suemitsu. And I guess part of being a friend is calling Suemitsu out on his stupidity.
Unless you
Thank
mean
goodness
you
you
know
could
him in
actually
the
do
same way
that,
everyone
too.
else around here knows him. Thanks for your time. I'd love a chance to meet him myself one day.
Alright, let's talk to the nice old couple.
Well, look who it is. It's been a while. You've grown so much since the last time I saw you.
Right. You know, I really should get back to infinite wealth someday. I started on it, and then I dropped it when Trails to Reverie came out, and I never really came back to it because I just got caught up in everything else after all that.
Now, dear. They don't grow that fast. What must have happened is that we shrank. Isn't that right?
Oh, is that how it is? Looks like you got one over on me. Say, you know our old shop here, Bookworms? I'm thinking it's due for a makeover. Something fresh, avant-garde. I can't let Gekukan's new school building hog the spotlight.
You know what? Sure. An old dog can learn new tricks too.
Ain't it? I'll hash out some plans with my dear and make this place even better.
Speaking of the new school building, they've decided to replant the persimmon tree.
Ah.
It'll be moved to a special location on a hill overlooking the whole campus. Our dear boy will be able to watch over those students for many more years to come. I know the tree isn't actually our son, and yet, this makes me feel so happy.
Ever since my dear heard the news, she's turned into a leaky faucet. Come on, give me a smile.
Huh. I didn't know that Mythbusters actually experimented with that old saying. But no, I'm pretty sure old dogs can learn new ideas.
Please, dear. I think your dentures are falling out. Anyhow, we'll be supporting the Gekukan students with renewed strength in our hearts.
I mean, heck, people have revelations on death's door, so the saying it's never too late to learn something is pretty literal at times. Or, well, not literal, but
you really
applicable.
Did grow, didn't you? You've overcome great hardships, I can tell. Come back and visit us anytime. We'd always love to see you.
You know, it makes me wonder about the aftermath of what's gonna happen. But I guess we'll get there when we get there.
If we can get that young man to spread the word at Gekukan, there'll be no end to our customers. Not a bad idea, eh, dear?
Come now. Don't make him do our work for us.
You don't have to put it like that. Besides, what are grandchildren for?
Oh, you.
You're... Ah, it's you, right? I'm Maiko's father, if you remember. Do you have a minute to talk? I've been dwelling a little on what happened. Perfect. If you don't mind, let's take a walk down to the takoyaki stand. I'll buy you some. The food there sure is good. But you knew that already, didn't you? When I see this place, I remember all the times I'd come here with Maiko. She came here when she ran away from home, too. She really loved the takoyaki. She's a good girl. Wouldn't you agree? She's so good that I wonder if she's really my own child sometimes. She actually sent me a letter recently. It's chock full of details about her new life. She said she's made a lot of friends. Let's see. She's in charge of the rabbits at her new school and has had to get up early to clean the cages. They scolded her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend's. I guess she can be a bit absent-minded. I never knew that about her. Oh, and she did so well on her recorder test that she was asked to perform in front of everyone. Then she went on to talk about how she plays at the park by the school with her friends every day. Her mother's doing well, too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun. Must be nice. Nowadays, I just come home to an empty house. The rooms feel so big without those two around.
That's so depressing.
I wonder if she feels the same way. Living in a home with no father in it. We put her through so much because of our own problems. I feel terrible about it. By the way, I've actually got a bone to pick with you, too. Maiko must have really liked you, huh? She wrote all about it.
I can't wait to grow up. That's why I'm drinking lots of milk. I'm going to marry him someday.
Dear Lord.
What the hell is that about, you little punk?
Hey, I didn't do anything.
My little Maiko, weren't you? Maybe I haven't been the best dad, but I'm still her father, damn it. And I'm not letting a guy like you touch my daughter with a 10-foot pole.
Whoa, calm down there.
I'll never let you marry her. And don't you forget it.
Man, I was hoping we could talk to her one more time. That sucks. I actually like that social link too. Well, mostly because my household is basically divorced parents. Or, well, actually, yeah, I guess I could say that. I come from a household where my parents split. It really sucked to witness that one real time. These kind of stories always hit a certain spot. Same with the elderly and dying, because, well, I had a grandma. Well, keyword, I had a grandma. She's probably in a better place. Probably laughing at me, too. Or sometimes I think that. But, well, that's enough of my backstory. No one's here for that.
Hello there. Oh, excuse me. Are you...
Oh, wait, I guess before I do go on, though. Funnily enough, okay, so I'm not much of a musical person. But, I guess one way or the other. It all started with watching a VTuber that played flutes. Then it ended with me picking up the harmonica after playing Trails in the Sky FC, and I ended up learning one of the songs there as my first song ever. And now you see that this channel has a bizarre collection of harmonica covers I basically sculpted out of thin air.
So it was you. Oh, excuse me. I'm Miss Kamiki, Akinari's mother. My son talked about you a lot. I was just thinking about him. If you have time, would you like to stay and talk for a while? That's wonderful. Please sit down. Today is a special day.
Man, Akinari's, even when it was silent, reading through all that broke. I don't want to be cheesy, but that was heartbreaking to read. Listening to it was extra heartbreaking since the voice direction and acting were so freaking good.
What a coincidence seeing you today.
I want to say the Sun links in 5 and 3 are just straight up bangers. They are just so well directed.
It must be another one of God's whims. Today is my son's, Akinari's, birthday. He'd be 20 if he was still alive. Only 19 years. It was too soon. He was almost an adult, but he never made it. Akinari had a genetic disease. I'm completely healthy, but him... The doctors detected it when he was born. They knew he wouldn't live to see adulthood. Every day, I worried whether he'd wake up the next morning. I blamed myself for what he inherited. But he said something to me near the end. I'm sorry to have brought so much pain into your life, Mother. I'm glad that I was born into this world.
Man.
I'm glad to have been your son. Thank you for the life you've given me.
Fuck.
He suffered so much.
And yet he still said that to me.
You know, never mind, I'll say it after this.
Akinari brought me so much happiness too. Feeling his warmth as I carried him in my arms after he was born. Those tiny hands. That first smile. Hearing his breathing as he slept at night. Every day, I was so grateful he was alive. Every day, I found new joy in him. Now, I'm so alone. And there's nothing I can do. But my boy gave me so much. I have to keep going. Looking straight ahead. That's how I want to live. I'll eat the finest foods. Visit the most exotic places. I'll do everything. Absolutely everything that Akinari couldn't. I'll have so many stories to tell him about the things I've done on that day. When we meet again on the other side, if I didn't have that to look forward to, I don't know how I could go on. That reminds me, when my son's condition worsened, he started writing a children's story. But when I was cleaning out his room, I never found his notebook. He said he wanted you to be the first one to see it when he was done. Then he laughed and said I would be second. I suppose he wasn't able to finish the story.
Man. You know, I've seen other streamers cry to these. I really wish I could be there with them. I really do. I guess that's also half the curse of being a vet, and also half the curse that, I'm not that emotional. Well, in terms of sadness. Every other emotion, though, sure, but I think that's the one I've lost, and I can feel the sad. I can't express the sad. That's the problem. I guess that's also why I picked up the harmonica to some degree. It's the one main way I can express it. Which is also why a lot of the covers tend to be melancholic. Or some of my favorite ones, but, well, damn. I'm chatting more about myself than I should be. Well, I guess that's just how this is. We are at the end of the journey, so I don't have to worry about crazy battles, wackadoodle grindings, bullshit strategies. It's just the end.
What? So, did you get to read the story? I see. So, you did. I'm so glad. That was my only regret. It was awful to think that he wasn't able to finish his project. Oh, you should hold on to his notebook. I'm sure that's what he would want to. I'll hear the story from him directly when I see him on the other side. Now I have one more thing to look forward to.
The heartwarming part about this is his story becomes a bestseller in P4. It's... man, the continuity is so good. I guess also another... I suppose you could say it's a soft spot. It's like... there's stories where the ghost hangs on for just a little longer to do one more thing, and then they go. After doing that one final thing. I don't know why. That whole idea of having a regret so strong you hang around just to finish the job, even if your body's gone, I don't know. That stuff also gets me to... well, if I'm not physically expressing it, I'm certainly tearing up on the inside. I can say that much.
I'm glad I could finally meet you. Thank you. Before I go, let this old woman give you one piece of advice. Take good care of the ones you hold dear. If you wait until their day comes, it's too late. Clinging to their cold bodies won't bring them back. Everyone who's born will die someday. Not just Akinari, or me, or even you. It's all the same. So before that happens, it doesn't take a grand gesture. You don't have to make a big production of it. But if you love someone, let them know it. We all go through life with the same struggles, the same heartbreak. We should all lift each other up with the same love and kindness as well. I'm sure you have something precious you can share with people too. Don't ever forget it.
I wonder if I still have it lined somewhere in my files. I've made a lot of notes, but I do remember trying to make a cover of Kimi no Kyoku. Let's see. Kimi... Maybe I'll check my notes. Hold on. Let me scan my stuff. I hope I wrote it down somewhere. Let's see. It's in one of my folders. Kimi no Nakani. Let's see. Shoot. I can't find it. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Well, we can make it on the spot. Why not? I might as well try to make it on the spot. It's been a while. But if I can get the main riff, I'd say that's a success for tonight. Call it stalling for time, but I suppose any excuse is better than no excuses. How did this go again? I think I might have scrapped it. Oops. I might as well try to remake this from scratch. Oh, oops. Let's see. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to wing something together while this stream is still a Persona 3 stream. I'm sorry if the game pauses. I can't help it. Okay, I got the first parts of Kimi no Kyoku. Why am I doing this? This is supposed to be about going through the epilogue. What is wrong with me? Shit, I'm actually doing it. This is such a disaster. What is wrong with me? Nah. Okay, you know what? Here's my prototype. I'll probably have to work on this, but you know what? Let's take off the mic filter. I might as well. It sounds so dog shit. Okay, I'll save this for the end, I guess. I'll have to work on this. I can't create tabs on the spot. As much as I would like to, it's not happening. I'll save it for the end. It's pretty spotty though. So let's turn back the noise suppression here. No one needs to listen to my dog-piled attempt. And oh wow,
Coming
it's
up
Tanaka.
Next, a special report on the Amazing Commodities Corporation, producer of Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. President Tanaka has made an undisclosed private expenditure that caused quite a stir in the media. With us is our reporter live on scene. Take it away.
I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office, where a swarm of journalists has convened. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air is thick.
Thank you. We'll be looking forward to updates as things unfold. Back to the studio. The unaccounted for expenditure has sparked a massive investigation. Some theorize he is guilty of tax evasion.
Oh, no question. This is President Tanaka we're talking about. All he cares about is lining his own pockets, and he does it by swindling his own viewers. He could become the richest man on the planet and still never be satisfied. Why doesn't he donate some of that money for a change? Damn Scrooge.
Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that. Oh, this just in. Something's happened at the scene.
President Tanaka has emerged. He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's about to sing.
Bruh.
Ready to go in your TV? Tanaka's Commodities! Everybody's ultimate friend in greed.
Bruh. Not like this.
Hi, everyone! Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round, rain or shine. We have a monopoly on the cheapest, highest quality goods. Our customers shout for joy so loud it's considered noise pollution. Our stocks rise so high they're a hazard to birds. And we make losers every day out of people who don't buy. We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. That's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business.
This man.
Oh, he's gone.
What the hell are you doing? You call yourself a reporter? If you can't get one lousy comment out of him, you're just giving him free advertising.
We'll have to interrupt you there as we've just received a fax. It's from President Tanaka. The message reads, "Hi, this is Tanaka, the best friend your pocketbook ever had. And what's in my pocketbook is my own business. It's not my company's money, so what's it to them how I use it? But let me make one thing clear. I am not ashamed of a single thing. My conscience is clear, dear viewers, so buy my products, guilt-free. Amazing Commodities, here for you year-round, rain or shine. Buy now or you'll miss your chance.
Wow.
Apparently, he had no intention of revealing his use for the funds.
Does he have no shame? This Tanaka guy. Just because he's made some money for himself doesn't mean that we're his little playthings. On behalf of the people, I have something to say, and I am not afraid to say it. Fat pigs like him who gorge themselves on the excesses of capitalism should be...
They really hired a
Yes,
Jersey
thank you very
Shore
much.
guy for
This
this.
concludes our special report. With no clues as to the utilization of said funds, we can only hope that they went to humanitarian purposes. Next up, your daily glimpse into the stock market. This just in. We have reports that Amazing Commodities stocks have suddenly skyrocketed.
Stonks? Sorry, I had to say it. No! Ah! Wait, where's the gang at? Wait, how far can I rewind? Okay, I need to see. Never mind. There was something I wanted to see, but maybe it's just in the next part. He's staring at the music box, oh my. Thank you. It's Ryoji. Bro. It was Ryoji. Man, it's so empty. There's no one to talk to. Let's go check on our little plants. So they could be harvested. But, you know... No, I wanna leave him there. I think I will leave him there.
It's me, I guess. May I please come in?
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly, but I really needed to talk to you. I remember everything. It seems like everyone else has forgotten. But I remember. That day we... I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did during the last battle. Today is graduation day, isn't it? I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. The weather is so nice outside. Do you remember where we all promised to meet? Why don't we go ahead and wait for the others? We can enjoy the peaceful view of the city.
Man.
The time to part has finally come. Though this is our last day together, we want the third-year class to know that we're truly proud of you. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and success. On this momentous occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kirijo-san.
Thank you. This past year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. It must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you know, my father He unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
It's a big day. It must be tough to talk about her father.
I remember now. That's right. After my father died, there was a time I lost motivation to live my life.
Am I
forgetting something?
Sonata-senpai? What are you doing?
Goromaru! But no longer. I shall honor my father's will. I won't run from the future. I'll face it head on. Not a single doubt remains in my mind. And the reason...
I promise.
Mitsuru.
That's right! It's because I have forged such wonderful friendships. And we swore that we would never lose hope, no matter what the future may bring.
Senpai, we remembered him, and Aigis.
Yes, I did as well. Let's go. They're waiting.
Hello, this is the ceremony. We're not done.
Damn it. I knew this was coming. I've known this was coming, and yet...
The wind. It feels so nice.
Don't mind me, I'm gonna take a few for
I
reasons.
admit, I'm finally noticing the beauty of spring. It's wonderful. And yet, without exception, each and every season will come to an end. We fought side by side. We faced the world's end. And now, I'm finally beginning to understand what it was I'd been searching for. I always wondered what it really meant to live. Now I think it's following your heart, fighting for what you can change, and accepting the things you can't. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Every life will one day fizzle out. That holds true for all of us, and as soon as you come to terms with it, you realize something. You see what really matters, and find out what it is that gives your life meaning. When I learned that I wasn't strong enough, I was tormented by it. Now I understand why. Protecting others is the duty I was given. But to me, it was more than an obligation. At some point, it became something I wanted to do for myself. Once I decided to try and prevent the fall, something inside me clicked. When I thought about how I might never see you again, that's when I first understood what mattered to me the most. And so, I made up my mind. What I want is to protect you from now until the end of time. I want to stay by your side. And I know I'm not the only one out there who could do this. But still, I want to. Because I'm positive, if I do it for you, then nothing's a waste. My life will have meaning. So, thank you. Sorry. What's gotten into me? It's good. I finally found a reason to live. So why am I...
I think she knows what's coming.
They're here. I see it now. I have friends. We support each other through thick and thin. Not Not everything needs to be for some greater purpose. Just caring about someone can be enough. That's all we need to give our lives meaning. As for me, I found my path. And that's to protect you with my life.
Is the protag tearing up too? No. God damn it.
Thank you so much for everything. You must be tired. Go ahead and rest now. I'll be right here. I won't be going anywhere. In a moment, the others will be joining us.
Time to go.
It'll be okay. I'm right by your side, here to protect you forevermore.
Man. Well, the Great Seal spelled it off. The price for averting death was life. I will say though, the choice to kill off a protag like this is just... I think it's definitely a brave, but probably the best decision P3 made. Puts it far above most JRPGs. That they actually straight up went for this shocking ending. But it's... because it's like this, that I will say, it really hurts to do this ending, with all the added content and things. But maybe that was the point. Ah, man. I don't know, and the imagery of the protag finally sinking as his life fades is just... wow. Man. The ending was rough the first time around, but with the voice acting and all the added context. All that power, all that stuff, the fusions, and, well, I guess sometimes you gotta let go. But yeah, overall though, P3R, really good. Voice acting, surprisingly better than I thought it would be. Like, especially like Junpei. Holy shit, Junpei killed it. Fuka's great, and it's like, wait, Damon Mills? Wait, that guy's Van! Holy... wow. Damn, Shelby killed it as, Yuko. Man. You know, there is a VTuber I would have liked seeing play this. I don't know if she ever would, though. There's this one... Spectra. I guess my memories are starting to slip, too. She really likes these story-heavy games, and honestly, I'd say this one's up the ball alley. Well, minus the way you summon personas by shooting yourself in the head. I don't think that goes over well with the normal consumers, but, well... I will say, it certainly makes P3 stand out in a sea of JRPGs. I don't think there's one where you shoot yourself in the brain to summon something. Oh, the violin track! Oh man, this reminds me of Emery's cover of P3. But, well, I guess shoving it back to the topic here. Man, what a great remake. Maybe I'm just brainwashed, or I don't know, but it's like... I like this remake. It's great. And honestly, P3 needed the remake more than 4, so I'm glad they went with that. Because damn, they really kinda cooked with this one. I mean, some of it feels off. Like, the beginning scene where Yukari, spells out what the evokers are. But it's like, P3's stupidly old at this point. I think most people would know. I'm glad I managed to wrap up this one. I'll admit, P5 has me feeling fatigued to finish it. This one I wanted to go for it, straight up. But then again, I just like the themes of 3 more than 5, but maybe I'm just an edgelord. I will say though, some of the voices grew on me. Like Akihiko's. An essay mentioned it conveys the warmth and kinda like Big Brother energy. And it does, because Akihiko is definitely the team dad of C's. So, I think it's a good direction overall. Junpei! I have a lot of good things to say about Junpei. He fucking kills it in all those emotional scenes. As for Fuka, you know, I never thought Risha would do a good Fuka, but here we are. Susie Young, really killing it there. Oh, well, maybe I got the name wrong, but yeah, Susie really did a great job on Fuka. And I'm also glad they wrote Fuka to have more, inclusion in a lot of scenes, including like cross events for some of the social links. Man, her and Yukari's friendship was pretty great to watch, and it's nice seeing like Tomochika show up in like causes and so on and so forth. I don't know. Like, for all the things that people complain about 3 defiling, or 3R, I don't know, I think 3R adds, or at least gives a different experience. That, I suppose, it's interesting. FES is like this dreary thing with a hopeful message, or rather it feels more dreary and grim than 3R, and I guess maybe 3R was also influenced by the epidemic and all, so that's just conjecture though. Oh, wait. Let me see if there's a difference in this one. Oh, he keeps his smile in this one. Oh. Ah. The man's earned it. The man's earned it so much. I'm so sad that this is over. But, well, I mean, hey. All things come to an end. So is this one. Let's save the clear data. Ah, the screen! Oof. The band and the gun are there. That's a symbol that he's finally rested after all those crazy battles and whatnot. There were a few things I missed. Apparently Takaya has like some extra events that I could have done, but I was in such a bum rush to do it on the other events that I just kind of forgot about Takaya and his stuff. But yeah. Well, guess that's it then. It's over. Man. I don't know. What else can I really say? After 29 parts in Persona 3 Reload, going through everything, trying out the convoluted and overpowered builds that were the Persona 5 personas, and if I could do it all over again, I would probably try to build a Goemon nuke, because apparently ice scales the best with magic. So it would have been good to have versus Elizabeth to chunk her down even more, but well, I suppose that's just the shticks now, isn't it? But, yeah, I will say, as an FES player, I'm pretty happy with this one, for the most part. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with the answer. I hope it's good. Ah, well, anyways. I suppose I'll do my one final thing before I head off here. I've only made a shorthand note. I really do hope I can expand this one. But, here goes, I guess. It's been a good while, so forgive me for the sloppiness, but, I'd like to try my best here, though, since we are at its end. But let's do a note test. Oh, okay, I think it went through. Okay. Oh, oops, I kind of forgot 2 of the notes. Here we are. Here we go. Well, I don't know if United's here, but I hope he hears this one later, even though I'm not that good. Anyways. Ah, damn it, I fucked it up. Dang it. My rustiness is showing. One more try. Oops. I'm not even following my own notes. Last try. Well, maybe like 3 more tries. Yep, and there's my shakiness. Okay. Damn it. I had this written down, and now I'm fucking it up. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I think I have it now. Here we go. And that's about as far as I got. Nah, that's not it. But I have to revise this anyways. So here's the prototype. Damn it. Okay, I need both arms. I can't do this one armed. Damn. I need to adjust my mic so I can freely move. God damn it. I can't get this right. I got most of it right. But, that's not enough. Damn it. I hate it. I can't give up here. I need to get to the last note. Okay. Dang it. I can't even read my own notes. But, let's see if I can do this standing. Yikes. I'm gonna need to cook more with this version. Last time. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm not getting this. Boy, I'm not getting this on my first tries. Not with this mic anyways. With my other mic, sure, but it'll probably pick up unwanted noises. Yeah. Okay, I think that's probably going to be the best attempt. Nah, you know what? It's B3. Let's go for one more. Then final wrap-up thoughts as this music runs, and then I call it a day. Ah, damn it. No, that's pretty bad too. I could have sworn I did one on Kalimba, but I probably forgot how to do it on Kalimba. Now I'm just getting nervous. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, well, that's my prototype. I probably have to configure it because it goes like da 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 da. We can figure this out someday. Although I did the other ending, if you guys wanted to see, because I did do the FMC's ED. Or at least a small cover of, the other one where it's like, Stray Days, da 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 da. But, yeah. Anyways, so final thoughts on this game. Well, what more could I say? I would say it's a solid remake, a solid way to make people, or rather, a solid way to get people into Persona 3R. Is it easier than the previous version of Persona 3? Definitely. Should they have kept purely tactical AIs? No, I don't think that would fly after so many games of direct control. It might have added to the individuality and feel. But maybe this one was going for less about individuality and more about, you know, making the most of life. I mean, of course, every Persona is about the bonds, but I guess this one, you can really feel it a lot more than FES. Actually, there were a lot of things going against FES's narrative, too. Like, for starters. For this one, you can just have the girls as friends. That's it. You can be platonic. In FES, you have to run around like a chicken, romancing and... yeah, basically romancing every girl you see. For some reason. Boy. If I think about it like that, damn. FES really does have some of the worst social links. Like, Chihiro's. She's super dependent on the protag. But in her platonic one, in this one, she can just go off on her own after, well, she decides to go off on her own and try things on her own. It's nice. And, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's any way you could really... Or rather, I guess they didn't try to change Suimitsu's, even though that's, like, one of the ones people wanted to see changed. But otherwise, I think some of the other ones are pretty good. Or, due to voice acting, they are definitely pretty good. Like, you know, Hiraga's, actually, yeah, Hiraga's, Hayase's, Kaz. I think a majority of P3R socials are pretty good. And the boys. Man, I love the Link episode's concept. maybe making all the party members have linked episodes and just confining it to like 5 each instead of the whole 10 social links might be a crappy idea for the future. I don't really know, but wait, let me put on the filter so I don't forget. It might be a idea. I certainly do like the idea of a social link that incorporates story events. But I think the current system, to do that, you'd either have to lock certain social links until a plot progression passed, so you could have the development that way, or you literally need to make social links that take into account what you've done in the story. And that's just too crazy. I'd say link episodes are like a negotiation of that, where you trim a majority of the fat for like one or several events that show the protags and their mates growing closer and closer in bonds. Well, I guess that's that until, I think that's really all I have to say until we get to the answer. I remember the answer in old FES being hard as nails, honestly. And no Persona compendium was just, ugh. What a frickin' mess that all was. But, yeah. No, I think we're at its end. I will probably, well, I'll see you all, like, I'll probably see you all on Monday for, you know, Trails, Yakuza, 9 Souls. But other than that, I'm gonna take it easy for the next 2. So, see y'all again soon. But until then, take care everyone, and have a good night.